What's up, everybody? It's Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. Trivia question for you. What do you get when you cross a buffalo and a baboon? Apparently, you get this son of a bitch. When I thought of this last night, I was like, that's funny shit. I'm a buffoon. I'm a cross between a buffalo and a baboon. Okay, so, message to Al from Boston, but before I get there, I want to talk about the Zodiac Killer case and AMC and GME. And you're like, CSI, how in the hell can you make the connection between the Zodiac Killer and AMC? Well, it's very simple. As I was watching the show the other night, the Zodiac Killer held our country in a state of fear for years. He would send letters to the newspapers written in a cryptic code that to this day only 2 letters have ever been deciphered. The first letter that they got, and it went to the FBI, they were able to decipher that letter. But from there on, they were at a complete loss. They never found out who done it, and so forth. But fast forward from the 60s and early 70s, and we get to 2020, where a group of people got together on the internet, and they compared notes, and they researched, and they struggled until eventually they were able to decipher the second letter. And from there, we never heard anything else concerning the Zodiac case. Now, they think they know who done it. They got a couple of suspects, but over the course of time, they're dead, and there's really no way to prove it. But my point being with the Zodiac Killer case and AMC and GME is the fact that we too have band together to fight against a common enemy, which is on Wall Street. And we bring our collective minds together. And you got to respect people like Bigums, who's super intelligent. He covers things like ISDA banks and all the other great stuff that I have absolutely no idea about. You got other ones who study the ETF markets and bond markets, and they figure out exactly how these motherfuckers is hiding their money and how are they continuing to short a stock 20 times over. And through that bond, we're going to beat these people. Now, they never caught the Zodiac, like I said, but that doesn't mean that this bond between these group of people, which is us, known as the APEs, which stands for All People Equal, we will defeat them. The battle's over. And the worst thing that we can do at this point is to begin to battle with one another. Okay? Now, Al put out a video, and I've made 1 or 2 other videos concerning how ridiculous he can be. And what I neglected was that he's actually a pretty intelligent motherfucker. That perhaps, just like me, I don't communicate my point as effectively as I would like to, but that doesn't mean that I'm wrong. And it cannot be held to someone else's detriment because they misinterpret what I'm trying to say, simply because I didn't communicate my point effectively. And that's the case with the last video that Al from Boston did. And he left a cryptic message for military people, active, reservists, and veterans, of which I am. And because it was so cryptic, it was misstrued, okay? And that's not to my detriment. It's to the fact of the point was not communicated effectively. Now, he since then labeled me as my mom was a baboon and my dad was a buffalo. and they produced a buffoon. But the fact is, I've watched his last video where he's telling everybody this is what we need proof of. And he lays it out exactly. And to show a little respect for the man, I'm going to link his video down below if you have not watched it, because I know a lot of my viewers don't watch Al. A lot of Al's viewers don't watch me. So that video, the second video he did where he clarified, this is what I want. And he lays out, we need this evidence, we need that evidence, we need this evidence. And once he has that, he has steps that he's going to want to take. Now, again, I could be jumping the gun, but if he's referring to a lawsuit, people, I want y'all to listen to me. Most everybody in AMC is afraid of a lawsuit because they think that it will get the stock suspended and it'll get delisted and all this other shit. But it's better to find the hill that you're willing to die on than to remain a coward and sit on the sidelines and do nothing. So, when it comes to Al's clarification video of what he was looking for and what he actually means, and yes, I understand that he cannot tell us exactly what he's working on because they monitor all of us on YouTube. Now, do I think he's a shield? Do I think his buddy's a shield? A shield? Yeah, I really think that motherfucker's a shield. But the evidence isn't in yet on Al. Al, the biggest problem 99.9% of the people have with you is the fact that you hide your identity. That when you made that video about me, do you realize how many people, especially my research person, who within 30 minutes had your real picture and your real name? And they wanted me to do a video about it. And I said, I can't do that. Because the man obviously doesn't want his identity to be known. Maybe he thinks he's Batman or something. But the point is this. There was a time during this play where people didn't like the guy from New York. And striking out against him, they publicized in video his name, his real name, and a court case without knowing the complete evidence. That the man took the fall for a buddy of his. In case y'all don't know that, even though that don't negate the shit that he's doing now, piece of shit. That was wrong for those YouTubers to do that and continue to do it. Because we get on these on our channels, and there's a reason why we don't say our names. All right? Because the shit that we say could get us in a lot of trouble a lot of times. So, the problem, Al, most people had with you was you don't want to share your identity. But then that's your privilege to do that. And the fact that I know who you really are, that I have your name, and that I know what you look like, I would never reveal that because I'm going to respect your privacy. Now, people, like I said, I'm going to put the link down below to his video where he's telling everybody this is the video evidence we need. We need photocopies, screenshots, everything we can get. And he lays it out, what he's looking for now. It don't take a rocket scientist or a buffoon to realize where he's going with this. But I'm going to be honest with you. I respect the direction the man's going. At least he's taken some type of action. I was wrong when I said insurrection. It just sounded like that because it was a cryptic message. But together, we can solve this thing. We can beat these people. We can't stand divided. So I know half of y'all are going to like this video. The other half are going to say I'm crazy. But it's just a fact. As long as this man does not do or say anything that's detrimental to our play, I back him. I back him. And I'm getting with my research man in the Discord, and we're going to see what we can do about helping get some of that information. So with that, Al, I apologize for taking the video that you did out of context. On the other hand, you could have been just a little bit more clearer like you were in your second video about it. So with that, love y'all. Be blessed. The Buffoon signing out. I'll see you in the next video. Be blessed.